Hello everybody, my name is not Jeff, I'm not Roger from Oz, I am Ken from Copperland. We're bringing you another video on living on gold. Now, in the past we've talked about what we're going to cover. We're going to cover new geology, we're going to cover new machinery. Well, we'll do the geology maybe next week. We got our whiteboard and markers, so we'll start covering geology next week. But for this week, we want to take a look at the difference in strategy between devices and systems. Now, a device is like a gold pan. It's a gold pan, typical sluice. That's a device. Now, most people are under the assumption that you can go out, you can use these devices, your sluices, your gold pans, and if you put in enough time and you move enough dirt, you can live on gold. No, you can't. They can't even do that up in Alaska. We've done a lot of studying on both copper mining and gold mining. We started about 15 years ago on the gold mining and then switched over and added in gold mining about 2 or 3 years ago. So we're putting together all of the geology we've studied. We're going to correct a lot of old misconceptions about how copper or gold or any mineral is formed on the surface next week. This week we're going to show that the difference between devices and systems, like the Gold Turbine system, is that this is the application of horsepower. You can empower yourself to be as profitable as 100 or 1,000 people if you have the horsepower. You cannot put in enough time and energy to make it on mining and processing gold. You're going to have to move a minimum of 1 ton a day of load ore or even placer sands to get enough gold to live on. Well, for a lot of us, like people my age, it's going to wear us out in less than a week. We can't move a ton a day, process it, and live on that. So for us, we have to apply horsepower. You can't do everything by horsepower, but you can do a lot by horsepower. And by using inexpensive horsepower in the right places, in the right processes, you can do the work of 100 men. Okay, so what we're doing here is putting together a whole process. It's a top-down approach. Up on the top surface, or the top rails, we're going to have our ore processing, crushing down ore from gravel size down into powder. If you make a consistent, an everyday consistent material that you're putting through your system, you can set up the system, run it the same every day without having to change the parameters, and it'll give you the same consistent results. So we start out by making the ore or material consistent in its micron or they call it mesh value. You want to get it down to like 50 to 200 mesh, and that's where you use your chain mill on the top. The next level down you have your separation system, which is our gold turbine, or any kind of system that you have to separate the non-gold material from gold. And then the third level down, this is like your safety or fail-safe sluice level. So that's after your main separation system. You want to fail-safe capture those little bits and pieces that get out of your main separating system. The faster you run your material, the more gold you're going to lose potentially, but you got to run your material through fast to get enough gold in a day to make it pay. So this is what we're talking about for our top surface. This is a little chain mill we're putting together. We designed this and put it together. That's going to go up on your top rail. About like that. And we've designed this chain mill to be a 6-inch diameter chain mill. It's not the biggest that you need, but it's a good sampling to small production level. We've designed it up so you can put your material in the top here. It's going to process through with water and come out here. Now the systems that we're developing use water. So you have really 4 parts to processing and getting your gold. It all starts with running water through the top system, water through your separation system, water through your sluice system, and then capturing that water using various pumps and tubs, capturing the water, separating the water out of the material, and recirculating it so you're not losing all your water out in the desert. That way you don't need 500 gallons out there, you might need 50 gallons. So along with your chain mill, you need a good quality motor. This is a pool motor. And that pool motor will run through a Lovejoy connection like this. That's your Lovejoy connector. That'll run between them to run your chain mill. So that's your top level. Now as we get more into showing you the whole system, you'll see that there are various new pump designs, things like that, that allow you to move sand through your system, through various parts of your system. At the present time, there aren't any pumps that you can use that won't get torn up moving sand. We have worked with certain pump ideas, and pump designs which will not get worn out moving sand, and we'll get into that more in the future. So this is your first level up here. It's your gravel processing part, and we'll show you in the future what you have to do just prior to moving the gravels into your system. So, till next time, if you've lost your job and they say you're too old, meet us in Arizona. We'll show you how to get the gold. Take care, and we'll see you in Arizona.